Hey wrestling fans, this is Magnum TA here, and you are watching Rubber City Wrestling. This isn't that flippy stuff. It's not that chain wrestling. It's not high spot after continual high spot. It is real hardcore, hard-hitting wrestling action, just like the good old days. So if you want to see it right here on Rubber City Wrestling. I'm Magnum TA, and that's some straight talk with the boss. I'm out.
Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model, Ric Lieb. And with me as always, he is the manager of champions, including the tag team champion. Of course, the heavyweight champion has his belt with him at his house, both of them hiding. He is a 41-year veteran in the sport. And, of course, he's the new star of the show. Ken Cerminara, the Sicilian Beast.
How you been, kid?
I'm doing all right, Dad.
Dad. Take your pills, Dad.
Right. Of course, no Frankie today. Again.
I miss
2 weeks in a
Frankie.
row.
I miss Frankie.
I mean, I do too. We're here to talk about him today. That's what our show's
We can
about.
talk about him.
And he doesn't show up. I don't get it. I don't see it. I'm not impressed.
He got me the nicest birthday present when I turned 65 years old a couple of years ago. It's at 65 and it still works. I love it. I still use that coffee cup.
TMI.
Not really. You
Hey,
got it. Wait a minute. You got it. You flaunt it.
Right.
That ain't too
He got me
TMI.
the cup over there. Grab it over there for me.
You got a cup? Which cup
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
want?
Under the skeleton.
Under
The coffee cup.
The coffee cup.
Right there.
Right here.
He got me that. Says I may be taken, but I'm still eye bacon.
Eye bacon.
Yes, indeed.
As opposed to eye candy, I
It's
guess.
the candy of meats.
That's true.
And, you know, I'm a guy, so I got the meat.
Somebody
I
got,
don't know. I guess, you know, but yeah, I love it. It's one of my lines.
got the meat. Okay.
So, anyway, we're going to go ahead. Today we got a show. Frankie was supposed to be here. He's not. His belt is here. He did end up mailing it. He mailed it.
in.
He mailed it
You
to
paid
you.
a postage on that.
He mailed it to you.
God bless him.
No, not God bless him. Why would he mail it to you instead of showing
Why,
it to you
John?
with it?
Why?
Why do you call me John?
Huh?
You do this every week. You call me someone else's name. Why? I'm asking a question. Why?
Quit whining,
John,
Linda.
why? Who's Linda? Linda, listen.
Huh? Linda, listen to me, Linda. Linda, listen.
Listen, honey.
Okay.
That's a great video.
That is a great
Never
video.
gets old. Never gets old.
I love
Cash Me Outside, how about that?
Cash me outside. Yes, sir.
That one gets old. Anyway, so...
You are not the father. Go ahead.
That one never gets old if you don't want to be the father. It's being real.
Absolutely.
So today we're going to talk about the not so big match coming up.
Not so big?
No, you'll find out what I'm talking about in a minute.
Tell me all about it now.
So anyway, pour our shots.
You will have a shot. Remember.
Yeah, I got a beer.
Okay, this is a Boilermaker right there from Sam's Bar in Dormont, PA. Look at that. Remember,
What is that half a shot for?
that's 7
No, you pour a shot. All right, I'm going to make him learn how to get this right. We're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to go ahead and talk about this. So we will see you in 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Studio Wrestling is back. RCW, Rubber City Wrestling, is now RCW Global. RCW Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the RCW Network on YouTube. RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
The Mick Foley.
And you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City.
Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Hey, camera lady, hey, stop right there, stop right there. I'm glad you're here. You know what? I'm going to be your best friend because I'm going to keep you employed during this time of COVID, okay? Listen, I was sitting there watching RCW Spotlight like I do every single week, and I noticed, first of all, that when I'm not on it, the ratings drop, but whatever. That's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is that pound-for-pound list that RCW came up with. Now, I knew something was wrong when Marty Jannetty and the rest of those guys were sitting up at the top, coming up with all these categories and who's wearing what. Putting it on paper just shows me they must have hired the same people that count COVID and counted the elections, because those numbers are way off, boys. I don't know how you couldn't say that Vinny DiMaggio, the headline, the reason you all show up, is not on that list pound for pound. I mean, hell, I've carried half of this organization on my back. You lackluster stars can't even handle what I can do in 5 minutes, let alone what I can do inside the ring and outside the ring. You understand? So I'm here to show you. You want to continue your fuzzy math going into 2021? I'm going to take each and every one of you. I'm going to show you why I am the headline, pound for pound, the best wrestler, not only in RCW, but all over the world. And Marty, get your stuff together, because I'm coming for you.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight.
Smells like ass and bad decision in here.
I love seeing you here.
Well, I love seeing you too. No sexuality was never in question here, right?
Oh no!
Did you really bring the participation trophy I gave you after our match?
You gotta watch who you're poking, man.
No, I poked the bear.
I wanted you to think I was still a referee. Adorable. I like when little dogs bark too. I said what I said.
Yeah, you said what you said. You were wrong.
Poking the bear.
Get your head straight, man. Get your attitude right.
You might know him as the guy that's staring at the lights during wrestling matches.
That's how I know it.
Yeah, I'm joking.
No, he's not.
Joking.
You know how I know? Because of science. Hardly that.
This guy hit me in the head with a platter at the last show.
Beat this man at his own game, and he's upset about it. He can't handle loss. Well, now he knows loss.
You are definitely my dream match.
RCW Spotlight, Sundays at noon Eastern Time on the RCW Network.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Okay, so today, instead of having a guest, because Frankie was supposed to be our guest,
No Frankie.
he didn't show up. We're going to go ahead and talk about his match, because this Thursday on RCW Global, it'll be the Dawn of Professional Wrestling, Frankie Andolini, current RCW Global Television Champion, right, exactly.
Right here.
Against Lil Italy. Lil Italy.
That's
He's never won a match.
That's a nice.
No, not Little, whatever his name, I forgot the name of the show now. Borat, not Little Borat. Okay, anyway, listen. Little Italy is in who knows?
In lifetime.
Somehow, Frankie has talked Tony T into letting him wrestle against nobodies and people that have... no, actually, they're all masked wrestlers. But
Cream puff of the month.
now, I'll give him credit. He wrestled Mr. Wrestling 2000 at the last event, our last show that he did last time, or not last show, but last time he defended the belt. And that was a good match. That was a really good match. But Lil Italy?
And you're going to like it. That's a nice.
You were just enjoying this one, aren't you?
Absolutely.
You do realize it's
great entertainment.
not a person that... Listen, here's the thing, okay? I get it. People don't like me. I don't care what people think. I'm not here to wrestle for your likes. I'm here to wrestle for championships, for money, and for the fact that I just like beating people up.
This guy is driven. I know he's driven some people crazy probably, but he's driven. Okay.
You on a comedy roll today, aren't you?
Oh, really? Okay.
So what's up with the
This beer, this brewery.
Is it real?
This is very real.
Is it raw?
It's from Belgium.
Does it expire in August?
Are you ready for this?
What?
What do I tell you? This brewery is almost 650 years old. Those guys stayed in business.
Well, all I know is that they stole their name from a guy named August.
August.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Of course, or not supposed to say it on the air. Really?
The guy from Colorado.
Where's my Old English 800? I'll say it on the air.
It's over at the Quick Stop down in the ghetto. Okay?
No!
Yeah.
What kind of... Wow! Wow! Anyway.
Where does Ric Lieb buy his beer? In the ghetto.
I love the ghetto. Hey, a lot of my fans are down there.
Hey.
You know?
That's our people.
It is.
Absolutely.
And that's actually, it's very true. The Italians actually came, you know, like they were the originals. Them and the Irish, and I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Frankie versus, all seriousness aside, Frankie versus Lil Italy. Are you not mad about this?
Am I not mad about it? I'm not mad about it. But
do you think he's ducking real challengers? Like
yeah, he's ducking real challengers. You know, God bless the kid, Frankie. I like him.
I know you do.
He got me a nice birthday present 2 years ago. But it's an easy way out. And, you know, one of these days he's going to have to come up against somebody good.
It doesn't seem like... Well, so Mr. Wrestling 2000 was a good competitor. That was, and Katana Natana, I've been in the ring with him. He's pretty good.
But he's going to come up against somebody good. And it's not going to be pretty. He needs to stay on his game. And by doing these cream puffs, it ain't where it's at.
What he doesn't understand is it's going to make him a worse wrestler.
I agree with you for once in my life.
It's gonna lower his talent. It's gonna, because you start getting complacent with your competition.
And it's going to take his edge off.
Yeah.
You understand that, right?
Yeah.
I think most of the people out there understand it.
See, that's the reason why, like a lot of people, they don't like me, but they respect me. A lot of these wrestlers, they don't like me, but they do respect me. And the reason why is because as much as I may take a shortcut every once in a while, yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And as much as I like to run my mouth, and as much as I flaunt my lifestyle, which people tend to hate. Hey, you know what I'm saying? There's 45 diamonds in this ring.
45.
45. You want to count them? I'm not taking it off. You took my Rolex and didn't give it back. I didn't freaking come after you. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, they know that if it comes to a wrestling event and there's a championship on the line, I'm going to give it to the man that deserves it. You know, even when Rogue was complaining about me doing the whole wrestling the masked characters and the rookies and just people. I mean, it wasn't just masked. I said that because of Frankie, but I was wrestling a bunch of different people that were young. Even though Frankie or Rogue didn't like that, of course he took advantage of it. But what it did is I was trying to give the next guy a chance because it seemed like I had already defended.
But you must agree with me. There's more to wrestling than Jabroni of the Month Club.
I get that. But I had already defended against almost everybody in my weight class. Or everybody in my weight class. And so I was trying to give another guy in my weight class an opportunity to wrestle me. And then Rogue, and I give him credit, that was pretty smart. He puts on the mask, hid himself under a hoodie and stuff. And this is where I get with the Frankie thing. You start to lose the fact that you're wrestling against guys that aren't on that level, and you start feeling like when I wrestle against whoever the hell the Rogue called himself at the time. He was under the mask. He hit himself. When I wrestled against him, I'm not gonna lie, I was laid back. I didn't take him serious. I got caught slipping.
And then what happened to you?
I got caught slipping and lost.
And then that's right.
Right. Exactly.
You can't never leave your guard down.
You can't. And
cannot
what
do
Frankie's
that.
doing right now is he's leaving his... Oh,
He's leaving his what?
He's leaving his guard down. He's setting himself up. Might have to talk to Mr. Little Italy. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give him a call. Give him a talk to. I don't know his number.
You might need to do that. I don't have.
I might have to... I don't know. I'm not trying to say anything. Hey, salute to him wrestling
to
Little
you.
Italy.
Okay.
I might like this one.
Ooh,
Spilled
wow.
a little bit. I spilled a little bit. I think I should probably get...
Would you?
What are you doing? Why do you slap my hand?
Did you?
I'm in a brace.
Did you not hear what Dr. Bombach told me?
Oh my gosh.
1 per day.
Yo, he said of this.
This, that, any other thing. So that's it. Okay.
This dude slaps my hand on the
You
air.
know, I'm only looking out for this guy's well-being. And what's he? I give him the best years of my life, and what's he do to me? What does he do to me?
Why do you do that?
What do I do? What?
We're going to go ahead and take another commercial break. When we come back, we're going to answer your
Why,
questions.
John? Why?
I'm not John. Speaking of you.
All right.
Are you looking for a job? I mean, seriously, do you want a job? Then get a hold of ASAP Staffing. ASAP Staffing is located in Barberton, Ohio, 165 2nd Street Northwest. Phone number is 330-203-3106. Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Would you make a mess?
Don't get it on the walls, all right?
All right, fans, it's that time of the show again. You have questions? We've got answers. Now, if you'd like for us to answer your question on the air, feel free to write us at facebook.com/RCW Spotlight. Anyway, you have some questions for this week?
We have questions from you, the audience, and we got the answers for you. The first question is thoughts on Lethal Lottery from Larry Fowler, Northport, Alabama.
Do you have any thoughts on this one, or do you even know what
I
it is?
think it's a neat idea because it's where they take one guy and team him with a random other wrestler, and they have a tournament.
See,
Am I close to that?
Yeah, that's what I don't like about it. I'm a big fan of tag team wrestling. I mean, a huge fan of tag team wrestling. But I hate when they have tag team wrestling and it's not tag teams that are tag teams. You know what I'm saying?
In other words, yeah. But
a lot of people have said this about the way. They're like, okay, how come you guys compare anybody? Well, we're more like the Freebirds than anything else. Whereas we can team anybody because we train together constantly. We are always in the gym, hitting it, doing what we got to do.
But let me play the devil's advocate here. Don't you think that putting two guys together that never work together is a real challenge to their abilities?
It's a challenge to their abilities,
right?
But it ends up making a sloppy match.
It could
because
be.
they don't know. Listen, a great tag team knows what his opponent or knows what his partner is thinking.
Right.
In this situation, they don't know what their partner is thinking, so they can't use that to their advantage, and that's why I have an issue with it.
Right. All right. Nice answer. Now,
next question.
This comes from James Bradley, Kent, Ohio.
Is he related to Justin?
He might be. He might be related to Justin Bradley.
Okay.
Kent, Ohio. All right. Did you watch Impact? If so, what do you think?
I loved Impact Wrestling. I used to watch it on a regular basis.
What part of it did you love?
First of all, they had the best women's division back in the day. The knockouts were amazing. Especially, you had the beautiful people. You had Brooke Adams. You had just a lot of Gail Kim. Like, the women's division was amazing.
Brooke Adams?
Yes.
Woo!
Personal friend, by the way. Then you had the men's division. It was really good. And then they did a few things that I really don't like. Number one, they hired Dick Flip Guy.
Dick Flip?
Yeah, I'm not putting his name out there.
Don't do it.
Yeah. This dude literally was trying to flip people with his dick. Not Dick Beyer, of course, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Absolutely.
But
from New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
Akron, New York.
Akron, New York.
We filmed this in Akron, Ohio, and that's in Akron, New York.
Right.
Akron to Akron. Gotta love him. Not only was he Mr. X, but he was also the Destroyer. Just remember that. And then they hired that guy, and then they put the belt on a woman. Now, don't get me wrong.
You mean as the total champ?
I love Tessa Blanchard. I think she's an amazing wrestler.
Tully's daughter.
Tully's daughter,
right?
yes,
Right.
and Magnum TA.'s stepdaughter.
Maga TA.
Yes, so you've got two amazing father figures in her life. One's her real dad, one's her stepdad. And so I know she can work, and she's a damn good wrestler.
Right.
And she's big. I mean, she works out. She may be stronger than her dad. But the problem is, I do not like when they put women in men's division and men in women's division. I don't think a man should hit a woman.
No.
And the truth is, I don't think a woman should hit a man. It's got to be on an even keel.
Got to show respect.
Right. So I'm not a fan of that.
Good deal. All
But
right.
I loved Impact. I still sometimes will watch it now that they don't have a woman as a champion and Dick Flipper's gone. But now they got the thing going on with AEW. No, I'm not a fan of AEW because they got a lot of people I don't like, including Omega that's right now currently on there. You know, apparently these guys are going to have to get used to scripting everything that they do. And then, you know, it's just... But right now, currently, NWA is my favorite. Aside from RCW is my favorite, obviously. But then you have NWA Power, and then you've got and then Impact. I would put as my third favorite under RCW and NWA. Next,
right, good. One more. Do we have time for one more?
We have time for maybe two more.
Two more. All right. When Kofi, that's a Jamaican guy,
yes, won
the WWE title, what were your thoughts? From Jeremiah Magid, Newton Falls, Ohio. That's 44444.
Are you sure he's not Maggot?
All right, Maggot.
Right, exactly. That's what I was going to answer.
Eddies.
You wrestled against
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter, so
16 times at least.
Yeah, you guys had a good little feud going there.
Right.
I like that.
One time, this is a great story. We wrestled each other at the Westmoreland County Fair. The place was packed. August 27th, my birthday. Also, his birthday. It was one of the best matches I ever had in life. Unbelievable.
What was the question again? I forgot it now.
Something about maggots? No. Okay, this is from Jeremiah Maggot, Amish guy, I don't know. When Kofi won the title, what were your thoughts?
I was proud for Kofi.
Perfect. I saw Kofi do something amazing one time. I went to a pay-per-view that was in Pittsburgh at the PPG Arena, whatever it was called. I saw him, he was on top of one of the barriers. I saw him take a leap, which at least had to be 12 feet in the air, and land on the other barrier. It was amazing. The guy got ability.
Yeah, he can jump.
Yep.
He can jump. He does. He's always been known for his amazing. Like when he gets taken out of the ring and he has his feet on the steps.
Right.
And stuff like that, and he somehow makes himself get back in there. He's fun to watch in the Royal Rumbles. He never seems to win them, but he's fun to watch in them.
He does well,
but,
though. He ain't a slouch.
No, he's not.
All right.
So I was happy to see him do that, Maggot.
Very, very good. Here's to you, Maggot from Newton Falls, 444.
I hope his name is really Maggot so that we don't look bad.
It's Maggot, I guess, but you know, it's close enough. All right, are you ready? One more?
Yeah, one more.
One more time. What is your favorite wrestling gear inspired by pop culture?
My favorite wrestling gear?
Yeah.
My
Inspired by those of like Rey Mysterio. From
No. It doesn't have to. My robe is my favorite wrestling gear.
Your robe.
Yeah. And when somebody goes, well, which robe? Both. I've had a bunch of robes, but my last two, the black one with the cape and the pink one, those are my favorite.
All right.
What about you?
Mine was, believe it or not, heartfelt story coming up. My grandmother, who would be like about 109 if she was alive, was a seamstress. And she took this shag rug and turned it into a beast robe, and it was awesome. And I think maybe Ric Lieb could post a picture of that somewhere on social media. And it was finally stolen from me in Indianapolis, Indiana. It never came back from the ring, which was sad, but Grandma made it.
Do you have a picture of that?
Somewhere.
Send me the picture of that.
I will.
I got to see it.
In fact, if I don't have it, you know Hank Hudson.
Yeah.
Henry Konklowski.
Yeah. I know that.
He has one that he puts on all the
time. Get a hold
of
him. I want to see a picture
I
of
will.
this. We're going to see if we can get you a new one.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Okay. There we go.
You got me there. He got me.
With that being said, we're going to go ahead and end this show. So, for the Sicilian Beast, Ken Cerminara, put that down. Neither one of them are here today.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Go ahead.
For the Sicilian Beast, Ken Cerminara, I am your role model, Ric Lieb, saying thank you, and we'll see you again next week on another edition of RCW Spotlight. Hey guys, it's your role model, Ric Lieb. I want to thank you for watching the show. If you could do me a favor, go ahead and hit subscribe right down there, and it would help us a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks.